Welcome to the official UltiMAK channel. I'm Dan, and today we're going to go over how to install an M6-BM and a micro sight onto an IBM M1 carbine. Before beginning any firearms related project, always check to ensure that the firearm is unloaded and that the chamber is clear. In this installation procedure, the optic must be installed on the mount first before installing the mount on the carbine. The M6-BM is designed with the Aimpoint Micro base interface footprint, so any micro type red dot with a removable base that uses the same footprint can be used with this mount. Today we will be installing a Primary Arms MicroDot. Before the optic can be installed on the mount, first detach the base from the optic by removing the 4 screws that are located underneath. You can now easily lift the base off the optic. Now place the optic on the footprint located on the mount, making sure that the objective lens is pointed toward the front of the mount. It is possible to install it backwards, so make sure to pay attention. Squeezing the optic to the mount with one hand, flip the assembly over and insert the original screws from the optic into the 4 pockets on the mount. Make sure to tighten the screws in a crisscross pattern to ensure proper alignment of the footprint and to ensure you have even tension on the 4 screws. We do recommend using blue Loctite on these screws due to their short length. Now that the optic has been installed on the mount, we can now disassemble the carbine. Start by loosening the screws located on the barrel band. Next, using a screwdriver or other appropriate tool, depress the barrel band retaining clip and slide the barrel band forward. Now you can remove the upper handguard from the carbine and the barreled action from the stock. With the muzzle pointed away from you, turn the carbine upside down and brace the back of the receiver against your belly while holding the barrel with one hand. Now place the mount on the barrel and then use your barrel supporting hand to squeeze the mount to the barrel. With your free hand, place the barrel clamps over their corresponding screw holes on the mount. Next, install and tighten the screws slightly past finger tight. The mount should be tight enough on the barrel to stay in its position, but loose enough to move with your hand. Now, insert the barreled action back into the stock and slide the barrel band back until the retaining clip locks into place. Next, check the gap between the rear of the mount and the front of the receiver and the gap between the front of the mount and the rear of the barrel band. Evenly split the gap between the front and the rear of the mount by twisting the mount around the barrel and pulling on the mount towards the larger of the 2 gaps. Now, check the gap between the stock and the mount on both the left and the right side. If the gap is uneven, twist the mount around the barrel until the gap matches on both sides. Once you are satisfied with the position of the mount, carefully remove the barreled action from the stock, making sure not to move the mount in the process. Now you can tighten down the screws using the same crisscross pattern we used to tighten the optic screws. This will help keep the mount from rotating around the barrel as you tighten the screws. Pay close attention to the gap between the clamps and the mount. When the screws have been fully tightened, there should be a visible gap between the clamps and the mount on both sides of each clamp. If there is no gap on one side of the clamp, incrementally loosen the gapless side of the clamp and tighten the side with the gap until they are even. Make sure to tighten the screws as tight as you can with the wrench provided. We do not recommend using Loctite of any sort on the barrel clamp screws. With the screws of the mount now fully tightened, reinsert the barreled action into the stock and slide the barrel band back over the stock until it locks into place. Recheck that the gaps around the mount haven't changed. If everything looks good, tighten the tension screw on the barrel band and your installation is complete. Congratulations! We have just taken a freedom-fighting relic from an almost forgotten era and have transformed it into a modern freedom-protecting tool ready to face the threats at our doorstep here in the 21st century. The only thing left to do is to take to the range and unlock the fun you'll have for years to come with this modernized, versatile, and highly capable piece of history. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this content and would like to see more, you know what to do. If you have any questions about our products, shoot us an email or give us a call. Thanks again for watching, and from everyone here at Team UltiMAK, keep your powder dry and make every shot count.